Okay, so I wanted to check out the AC system on this '07 Focus, and it's taken me a little while to find where everything is. So right off the bat, I want to tell you guys that your high port, or your high side port, is right here, right by the driver's side headlight. I looked for probably 45 minutes for this thing because I have never seen one up in the front like that. Normally, there's somewhere on a line in here, and you can't even hardly see any of the lines. Well, here's another thing. This right here, in front of my finger, that is your low pressure switch. So, high side port, and the high side only matters if you're going to use a manifold gauge set like this. You can pick them up fairly cheap at like Harbor Freight. So there's your high side. Your low side is behind the fender well. So you can either take the tire off and pull the fender well out, or I think you can just turn the tire. Either way, I'm going to take that out and I'll let you know what you need to do it. Alright, so now we're going to start hooking things up. So blue goes to your low pressure side. So let's get the blue one. And it's all tangled up. I probably should have done this prior to starting this video. And here we go. I don't know if that's going to reach from there. You know what? I'll just move the gauge set over this way. I'm sorry. I know I don't really have anywhere to hang it. Oh, that'll work. There we go. So that you guys could see better, I went ahead and took the whole wheel off and dropped the fender well out. And that right there is where you hook up the low pressure side. So let's see, tools I needed to do it. 19 millimeter to take off the lug nuts. You're going to need a 7 mil because there is one little bolt down here in the bottom of the wheel well that's 7 mil, and then on this outside edge right here that you can't see, there you go. Right here is where that 7 mil went. Right out here is a Torx head, so you'll need a T30 for that. And then back here in the back, where them square holes are, there's one, and there's one up there. There are little Phillips type screws that go in. They slip in, and then you screw the screw in, and it expands it. But anyway, let's go ahead and hook this up. Slap the light in there. Now these do not have to be super tight. Don't over tighten them. That's if you're even using this type. Now these clip on, see, that would clip on just like an airline. Okay. That'll clip on. There you go. And right now it wouldn't do a thing. What you got to do with the manifold set, not if you're using AC Pro or something, this is all you got to do is just take out this one to refill it. And turn this on and screw it in a little bit. You don't want to put any pressure on it because you could. There, I just heard the gas hiss. That means it's on. You don't want to crank on that because you can destroy the Schrader valve. Schrader valve is like a tire valve. Okay, so now the red one. The red one will go over here to the high pressure side. If I can figure out how to get it on there. There we go. We're in. Same thing. Turn that one on. There. Doesn't have to be tight. You can see I'm sitting here with pressure. And I really wish my other camera wasn't dead, because this one sucks. Well, I am going to start the car, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it running. The AC is on high, and you can't see that. You can't see that at all, but you turn your AC on high and, you know, check your gauges. I believe it all varies with what the outside temperature is and what your gauges should be reading. So I'm pretty close to where I should be. It looks like I could use a little bit of Freon, or R134A refrigerant. I'm sorry. I don't use Freon anymore. So I have this stuff here, just from Walmart. Cheapy stuff. And well, I guess I'll put it on. We'll put some in. Let me get this set up and then I'll walk you through it. Alright, when you go to add refrigerant, if you're using a manifold set, make sure that both of these are off. They should have already been off, but they have to stay off. And don't ever turn on this red one when you're putting refrigerant in. The can will explode. There's 200 to 300 PSI, and this can can't handle that. So, when you screw the can onto this, make sure that this valve right here is turned all the way out. It'll get closer as you turn it in. Make sure it's all the way out, because there's a needle on it that stabs into the can, and you don't want to stab the can while you're screwing it on. So now we can turn this in until it punctures the can. There we go. Now it's punctured. And backing it back off again will turn the can on. It'll let the Freon come out. And you can see I'm purging it a little. Ooh, that's cold. That's just to let the air out. You want to crack that a little bit so you're not pumping any air into the system. Not for long, just a little. All right, now that's turned on. That's tight again. Now we'll turn on this blue one. Now you can see that gauge move right now. And I'm watching the pressure on my high side. I'm gonna keep this can upright. Set it right there. Let's turn this off again and see where we're at. Well, that's pretty good. It was that quick. I just needed to top it off some. I didn't need to fill this up. So now I'm going to close this. Save it for another day. There's a good 3/4 of a can left still. Like I said, I was just topping the system off. Well, now you know as much as I know about this. I don't claim to be a professional, and honestly, you do this stuff at your own risk. I mean, you blow yourself up, that's your fault. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.